Hi, so this is my second part of What If Deku had the Omnitrix reboot. So guys, this is What If Deku had the Omnitrix reboot part 2. So guys, I got some comments on my last videos I just uploaded. Except, the Loki one. But yeah, I got a couple comments and I'll do those. So yeah, guys, let's get ready. Let's get into it. Now, one of you guys, gave me, a suggestion of what next alien Deku should have, and I already got, the story for it down. Let's get ready. Let's dive right on into it. Let's get ready. So Deku, we last left off where Deku went back home after the first day of UA. Deku goes to UA the next day and walks into class 1A. Deku is pretty much having a, okay day. They're pretty much, talking the same. Except, All Might busts through the door and explains to the class that, they're doing combat training and they get ready in the pit on your hero costumes. So everybody's handing their hero costumes, and Deku's hero costume is a lot more different. Now, Deku's hero costume Deku's hero costume is exactly the same, but, where the arm where Deku's Omnitrix is, the sleeve is rolled up, and also, his suit is a darker shade of green, and also, he has the Omnitrix logo sewed on the shoulder of his outfit, his left shoulder of his outfit. So yeah, so his suit is kind of modified, but ain't completely different. So Deku gets ready, and pretty much everybody gets started. So Deku walks up in there, and everybody gets started. So Deku walks up in there, teamed up with Oshaku still, and everybody's teamed up the same in canon. Deku walks up in there, and pretty much Deku, dishes Ochaku. Pretty much just tells Ochaku to, you pretty much, occupy Ito while I try to occupy Bakugo and try to meet up with you later after I take down Bakugo. Deku runs back. Deku runs away from, Ochaku, running into the hallways, trying to look for Bakugo. Out of nowhere, Deku gets met with a huge, nasty explosion to the face, getting blown into a wall. Deku's trying, he's dodging and fighting back with jabs and left and rights, trying to, avoid using the Omnitrix. And also, guys, last time I didn't mention this, but Bakugo did try to beat up Deku because Bakugo did, notice that Deku had powers. But yeah, so Deku starts dodging left and right by pretty much Bakugo, and Bakugo saying that you hid your power from me. Why, you little nerd? And pretty much Deku dodging left and right, saying that you don't have the right to call me a nerd. Pretty much slaps on top of that Omnitrix. Deku transforms into a new alien, Jet Ray. Deku's confused what this alien can do, and since Deku doesn't have, a guide, he has to figure it out as he goes to know what the alien does. Deku doesn't know what he does yet, so Deku gets squatted away by a huge explosion in the chest, getting pushed into a wall. Deku's confused with what he's supposed to do with his transformation, trying to see if it has super speed. It obviously doesn't. Trying to see if it, has super strength. Doesn't have it. And Deku's, at this point, getting beat the hell up by Bakugo. Deku, out of pure rage, tries to push Bakugo out with some sort of invisible force, but lasers come out of Bakugo's, lasers hit Bakugo in the chest, and Deku sees that lasers just came out of his eyes. Deku gets up and says, "Laser vision, cool," and starts, blasting Bakugo back down into the ground, and pretty much stunning Bakugo left and right. Bakugo's trying to get up, but he's getting pushed back down over and over and over. Deku grabs Bakugo's neck and pretty much, throws him back and forth. Not having enough strength, but is able to, throw him pretty good distance. Bakugo gets back up and throws a bigger explosion towards Deku. Deku dodges it, using his laser vision to blast Deku straight in the chest. Blast Bakugo straight in the chest. Deku pretty much runs towards Bakugo, but Bakugo uses his, pin goblet thing, pulls the pin, and pretty much Deku gets sent flying through one of the walls, getting, falling to his death, getting blasted out of the building on the top floor. Deku's falling and falling and falling, but eventually Deku, starts seeing that he's levitating or gliding. Deku gets, a good amount of air and starts flying. Deku figures out that he can fly in this form. Deku saying, "This is awesome. way better than Stinkfly. It pretty much starts flying around left and right. Deku's flying around the building trying to look through the, windows and sees Bakugo running towards the windows trying to blast Deku out of the sky. Deku pretty much torpedoes right through a window right in front of Bakugo and pretty much blocking Bakugo's walk distance, shooting Bakugo right in the face with a laser, knocking Bakugo out. Not, burning or hitting Bakugo, but just, knocking him out. So Deku flies out of the window that he just torpedoed through, flying up around the building, looking through the windows, seeing that, it's the bomb room, seeing that Ochaku was trying to get Ida while Ida's running around the room with the bomb in his hands. Deku flies to the window and pretty much dodges a couple of attacks or kicks that Ida was throwing towards Deku. Deku dodges all of them and shoots Ida right in the face with a laser, and Ida gets sent flying into a pillar. Deku grabs one of the bomb. Deku grabs the bomb, and the hero team wins. The villain team loses. Deku gets everybody's okay. Blah blah blah. So yeah, so pretty much Deku, is crowned the MVP because he got it done pretty fast, and uh, whatchamacallit, Masawa said, "What is that thing? You didn't, mention that thing in the, quirk assessments." Deku says, it's just something new. I didn't really know what happened. And Deku already has a good explanation about how his quirk works. Deku uses energy inside him, and he uses the Omnitrix to conjure that energy to transform into different, imaginary creatures with different abilities that he thinks of. So yeah, and sometimes they're random or brand new from thoughts Deku, slept on. So, pretty much, UA took that as seriously, a real, well, what should we call it? A real answer or explanation to his quirk. So Deku, walks back home after the whole entire situation. Is walking back home. When eventually he sees, a red laser on his shoulder. Deku's confused and looks up, and he sees that it's some sort of, man in some sort of, not even a man. It's some sort of, man in a orange and black suit with some sort of tube sticking out of his, body. Deku is confused, but dodges the laser or the bullet that the guy shot. Deku looks up and he sees that the guy yells out, "Vilgax is looking for you. You better run while you still have the chance," and pretty much runs off. That man was a bounty hunter, and heard about the whole entire thing about Vilgax, and just wanted to help out the kid because he heard about his age and how he was 15, so he just wanted to help out Deku. So he just gave Deku, a warning shot. So Deku was confused, trying to hunt down the guy, but Deku was still timed out. So Deku just, walked back home. So Deku went home, pretty much told his mom about it. His mom said, "Well, I don't really know anybody named Vilgax, so there's nothing really I can do about it, daughter, or son." And pretty much Deku's dad was, listening on to it because Deku told his mom while his mom was still on the phone with his dad. And his dad, said he found out. And pretty much, I'm going to leave it up here. See you guys later. Bye. And have a blessed day, guys. So yeah, I will be uploading What If Deku was Santa's Son Part 2 later on tonight, probably at 8 p.m. See you guys later. Bye. Deuces.